All right, hi there, everybody. Carl Shoemaker with Action Coach here, and I'm joined by George Aslan, Aslan and Company, and George and his company are real experts in cleaning, and cleaning and sanitizing are really, top of mind for a lot of people. So, George, thanks for joining me on this little recording. So, why don't you tell everybody about yourself and your company?
Yes, hi everybody. My name is George Aslan. I started Aslan Company in 1990. I started off as a cleaning office buildings, and we branched out into a lot more different items as far as not just vacuuming and emptying garbage cans. We do carpet cleaning. We also do floor waxing, stripping and waxing. We do post-construction cleanup. There was a hoarder and the place had to be cleaned after the place got cleaned out with their stuff. We go in there and clean it. We do a lot of sanitizing and disinfecting. We now branched into the coronavirus, the COVID-19, where we have been cleaning and sanitizing a lot of businesses, doctors' offices, private homes, where coronavirus has hit, as well as there are some companies that would like to have it just disinfected as a just in case, so they feel their people feel good, that they're going into a place that not so much got hit with coronavirus, but just got disinfected and it's all clean and ready for work.
All right, George, you mentioned a whole lot of things, a lot of stuff that you do. Let's just try to focus in on a couple of them. So when you, in terms of, the people who really need you and need your services, you mentioned doctors' offices. Not that that's the answer, but what's the target? Where are the people that you seem able to help the most, that are really out there looking for that kind of cleaning, or maybe a preferred kind of client or customer?
Yes, well, there's a few different types. Let's go to the medical field. It's a touchy subject because most doctors or even hospitals want it cleaned and disinfected, not just a once wipe all and see it's done. So we have special products that we use, solutions and throwaway rags that we don't bring to other locations, so we get it cleaned. As far as other places, we strive on also company-owned businesses and buildings. So if you owned a company and you're a single person in the building, sometimes you want your place cleaned a lot more, detailed than just you're a tenant in a multi-use building where the cleaning service just comes in and just does a quick wipe off. So those are, target areas.
Right. Okay, great. So there's a heightened sensitivity, obviously, about sanitizing and COVID related things. And you guys, you've got all your people trained in how to specially disinfect. Can you want to talk about that a little bit, about that special steps you take?
Sure. Well, first of all, you can just go out there and get a Clorox wipe and say, hey, I'm going to clean and disinfect. We go one step further. I have my certification special for COVID cleaning through an organization called the ISSA, which is very pronounced throughout the United States and probably the world. And so with those certificates that we have, I have trained my people exactly what needs to be done. If a COVID hit, we would have a hazmat suit on, gloves, goggles, whatever that's needed to protect our people, so they're not bringing it home or they're not catching it themselves. So with that certification, it solidifies that we do know what we're doing, because it's not just you pay $50, $100 and you get a certificate. It's hours of training.
Right, hours of training, and that's important, right? The average, cleaning company is not spending their time doing the ongoing education and getting certifications that you have.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, and so if people are watching this video, which we're trying to find out ways that we can offer help to people. So what process would you like people to call you up just to say, will you provide a quote for them for cleaning services? How do you go about doing that? What's the best way for people to contact you?
The best way is to give us a call, either myself or I do have an operations manager who does our estimating, one of us, we will never give a quote over the phone because we don't know what we're up against. So normally we'll do is we'll come out, we'll visit the site, we'll find out what the client is looking for. We'll make suggestions as to what we think needs to be done if the client left some things out. And then we would prepare a professional proposal and then give it to them for review.
Are you flexible in terms of when you clean, if somebody says, just, I want somebody to come in and do a real thorough job? Is it once a week? Is it, how often is it typically?
It depends on their budget. In large facilities, it's usually 5 days a week. A doctor's office is usually once a week. We were cleaning every other day, certain establishments. So it all depends on their budget and what they're looking for. And does the place really need to be cleaned 5 days a week? Maybe it might need to be cleaned 3 days a week. We can say we're doing a building now in Ridgewood where it was 5 days a week with another cleaning company. They weren't happy at 5 days a week. We went in, we're doing it 3 days a week, and they're thrilled. So they don't notice any buildup in the other days that we're not cleaning. So it depends on the pocketbook and us going through and figure out what the client could really need.
So it's great. And you're flexible in terms of what you can do. And you're obviously an expert in all the sanitizing that's really required nowadays. And do you charge people for that estimate, or do you provide a free estimate?
No, it's a free estimate.
Okay. So people can email you, they can call you. That's probably best, right? Call you on the phone.
Call me on the phone. Also, if you go to my website, there is a quote section. You can send me an email with your specifics. And like I said, I will not quote for that, but I will call. At least I have a little basis of what they're looking for.
Great. So it's a great way for people to contact you. If they want to, they can contact you by email on your website or call you on the phone. I'll put the phone number, but you might as well just tell everybody about what phone number is best for you to call. And I'll tag that onto this little video when we send this out.
The best number would be to call my office at 973-427-4545, extension 101. That goes directly to me.
Okay.
And then within 24 hours or less, they will receive a phone call from me.
Great. So you get personal attention, either you or your ops manager, but somebody's going to get right back to them. And then you provide a free quote. And I can tell you this from knowing George for a while, he shares his expertise, quite readily, and he will tell you what he feels you need, and he'll listen to what the customer is looking for. So Aslan and Company cleaning and a whole lot more, right, George?
Absolutely. Yes.
So
yes.
great. So hopefully people can contact you, and they'll get some peace of mind about what kind of cleaning and sanitizing can really help them, make themselves, their employees, their customers, their clients, everybody feel comfortable as they go forward in this new world we're in.
We will keep them happy and satisfied. That I assure you.
Great. Thanks very much, George Aslan, Aslan and Company Cleaning Services. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.